Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early, at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live today. We're talking about love, and productivity. What is the connection between love and productivity, which may not always be such an obvious connection, but we're going to, as Malcolm X said, make it plain. Thanks for being here. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. Get all these videos for free. I did say free. One, two, three, four, free. Holla at us. Holla at me. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. You can also go to productivethroughjoy.com to get the breakdown on our many services. We have an intriguing and innovative narrative-based process because everyone's life has told a story up to this point. Everyone's life is currently telling a story, and everyone's life is will eventually tell a story. And so, a part of our approach is to help people determine by reflection, introspection, and forward thinking what is the story that you would like to tell moving forward as you contemplate the story that you've told in the past, the story your life is telling right now in the present. So, super innovative. Again, check us out. We also offer, of course, a very powerful master memoir um, consulting service as well. So we have a lot going on. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Thanks for being here. So again, we're talking today about love and productivity, but allow me to say a few words first. Again, for those of you who are new, this is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I am the author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people call it My People, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered. God bless him, his spirit, his family. Um, that book interrogates the intersection of race and violence in America. It tells the story of identical twin sons set in a SAR, the youngest of whom, Set, contracts vitiligo, the skin disease that makes people lose their pigmentation in spots or splotches. A very, very powerful look at America from an interesting vantage point. Um, I'm on the book tour for now for that book. I'm sure I'm coming to a town near you. Look for me in social media and mainstream media. I'm coming. I'm also the author of the forthcoming book, Animating Black and Brown Liberation, A Theory of American Literatures, which looks at the intersection of activism and literature. It's a really powerful book. It'll be out in April on State University of New York Press. So I'm going to be around for that as well. I'm going to be coming to you for some reason sooner or later. So look for me, holler at me, hang out. Let's get a drink or some coffee, cappuccino, some tea, some chamomile, and hang out. All right. So thanks for being here, guys. I think, yeah. Oh, I should also say that my educational background is UC, or that I should say first that I am the board president of a great nonprofit, a 501c3 nonprofit called The World Stage in South Los Angeles here in LA. 7 days a week of extraordinary programming with full service press. We have youth ensemble jazz improvisation workshops, drumming workshops, vocal workshops, jam sessions, live concerts. It's really a unique place. All price for the neighborhood. Whoa, it's a deal. You can go to theworldstage.org to learn more about that. We're approaching our 30th anniversary coming up. Our big gala is going to be starting in August with the big event on August the 24th. So mark the date, save the date here in Los Angeles at the Nate. I shouldn't say the date, the place, because we haven't confirmed that date yet, that location yet, but it's coming. So yeah, uh, my educational background is UC Berkeley. This is kind of a long commercial for me today. UC Berkeley as an undergraduate, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English Lit at LMU here in Los Angeles. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are almost always surprised to learn of my productivity given my crazy background. I am the product of a young girl who was assaulted at early age in a terrible story, gave birth to me at 17 and then subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee when I was a month old. So at the time, no biological father, no adopted father, just craziness coming to the planet. Yet, listen, as Cool Mo D famously said, "How you like me now?" Mm-hmm. And if I can be this productive given that crazy background, we are saying that many of us can do similarly. So thanks for being here. We love and respect you. Let's dive into the topic today, guys. We're talking about love. And point one is that you want to think about, do your due diligence and do some inventory and what you think about love, right? A lot of people, because we've had just bad experiences, uh, oftentimes in our childhood, frankly, where we struggle to love ourselves, and as a result, we struggle to love other people. We struggle to with being loved, accepting love. I mean, it's complicated. So we always encourage folk to engage in self-reflection. That's what I do a lot. Not too much. You can't just be belly gazing all the time because that'll just make you sad. But you definitely want to take some time, like get away, get by yourself. We help people devise strategies. I meditate. That's my main technique. But there's many things you can do. But we help individuals engage in that process. Listen, you want to take some time to do your due diligence around love. So point two is then once you can get kind of a sense of what you think at that metacognitive level, what you think um, about thinking about love, you can then begin to make decisions about how you love. That's the key, how you want to love and who you want to love and how you want to be loved, right? And then begin to make decisions to align those. How you love, what you think about love, who you love, how you love, and how you want to be loved. That's critical. And once you begin to really think in those more specific ways, you can then begin to love and be loved more effectively. So we argue that the individuals can love better by, I'll just call it loving the Spirit, loving God, right? Identifying, representing, appreciating the the God, the Spirit that you see around you. So I live in. It's easier for me because I live right by the ocean. I live right here in Venice Beach, California. And let me tell you, living in nature, I live basically, literally, although I live in LA, I live actually in nature. It's marine nature. So every morning I get up, I go to the beach and meditate. I'm able to see the horizon meeting. I'm able to see the sun meet, the water, the ocean meet the sky. I meditate early in the morning, so the moon is still out in the morning. The stars are out. And you can literally become conscious that I am actually sitting, although I'm in this chair, on the sand. I'm floating in the damn sky on a great ball. It just seems, it's made more manifest because you're just out there. It's just the ocean and the sand and the sky. And you're like, whoa, I'm floating on a ball in the sky. And because this part of the country is so beautiful, if you don't live in California, move tomorrow. Right, you've got my permission. Come on down. I mean, listen, it's pretty extraordinary, and you are taken aback by the beauty of the creation, right? So, for me, what that does in a very practical sense, it gives me just a love and appreciation for, I call it God, call it Spirit, whatever you want to call it, but for the intelligent design. You just can't randomly make up the earth. It's just too sophisticated and beautiful. And if you live in nature, you really recognize that, because the nature has such extraordinary diversity and beauty. It's amazing. So I'm just saying that you want to be able to love and appreciate that God, and the fact that God is everywhere, including inside of yourself and inside of the people. When you can identify even when people don't even act right, when you can identify the God inside of them and love the God inside of them, that will change your life, including the God inside yourself, because you'll be able to love yourself even with your problems and mistakes and past. Boom! That's some knowledge. Goes to dynamite. Thanks for being here, guys. We are each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m., then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.